Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. I hope you're all well wherever you are and whatever you're up to. I'm Lauren, and in this video I'm going to be giving you some lovely fabric and pattern suggestions, all based on sewing patterns that we have included in past G&G Sewing Society kits. So if you're not sure what I mean when I talk about the G&G Sewing Society kits, they're basically our monthly dressmaking kits that we've been bringing out every month for the past couple of years. We bring out 2 new ones each month, and there's always a limited amount of stock available. And in the kit you get everything that you need to make a specific version of that garment. So you get the fabric and the notions and any bits and bobs you needed. You get the pattern, and more recently it's mostly been PDF patterns. So you get the PDF files and then we print out a copy of it, so you get that physical copy in your kit as well. If you want any more information specifically on that, then I'll pop a link in the description to this video. But my aim with the kits is that it will help you build up a really lovely handmade wardrobe with just a variety of different types of garments that you can make again and again, and just build up the amount of handmade clothing that you're wearing on a daily basis. So what the idea with this video is that I wanted to just suggest to you some of our current ranges of fabric that pair really nicely with patterns that have been included before. So if you have had one of those past kits and you've got the pattern, you want to make another version, then it just gives you some ideas of what you can use to make another version. Or if you don't have the kit, it doesn't matter at all. The patterns are still available. You can buy them just on their own, and the top tips video that goes along with every kit, which is like an exclusive video that I make based on the fabric that is included with that kit. And it's got lots of extra sort of help and just tips for making the garment, getting a really nice finish on it. You can still get all of those videos on the website too, so I'll put a link to that in the description as well, so that you can browse all of the videos that are available that have been part of past kits. So all of the fabrics I'm going to show are available to buy online in my online shop. So I'm going to put a blog post together that will link all of the patterns and the fabrics that I specifically mention in this video too. So again, a link to that will be in the description as well, and it just sort of brings all of the things that I'm mentioning together in one place. So the first pattern that I'm going to talk about is actually the one I'm wearing just now. This is the Jennifer Lauren Escara t-shirt, and this was originally a kit in February this year, so 2021, and our original version of the kit included a cotton jersey fabric that has a really fine stripe woven through it as well. And we had 3 different colorways of this. So I've got on the sky blue one, and then we also had this classic navy one and a really nice turquoise one as well. So the features that I really like about this pattern are that it's just a lovely, nice, classic basic tee pattern. It's really easy to wear, but it's got this lovely shaped neckline. So you can either have it like this sample here, where it's just sort of nice and rounded, or you can put these optional pleats in it at the front as well, and it just gives the neckline a bit of a different shaping. So yeah, it's just something a little bit different. And then various sleeve lengths as well. So out of the pattern it comes with sort of elbow length sleeves and long sleeves, but it's really easy just to shorten it, so I just cut it so it was more like a summery version, like a cap sleeve version. So cotton jerseys are really good to use for this type of fabric, and really I don't think you can ever have too many stripes in your wardrobe. So I've got a couple of stripy fabrics to show you, and we've got a bit of a range of these in a few different colours. So this is our mid-stripe cotton jersey fabric, and this is the blue colourway specifically here, but we do have another couple of colourways in stock as well. We've got a sagey green one and a ginger and white stripes too, which I did actually make a version of this top as well. I just didn't bring it with me today, but it makes up really nice in this t-shirt, and yeah, it's just a lovely, nice, soft, classic stripy fabric. So a really good option if you want to make that again. The next pattern that I wanted to show you, also building on the stripe component of your handmade wardrobe, is this Jennifer Lauren Gable top. So this was a kit in September 2020, and we did 2 colorways of this kit. So we had the ecru with navy, and then we had like the reverse of that as well. And the fabric that we used is a cotton, again a cotton jersey, but it's a little bit thicker, so it's got a loop back. It's a French terry basically, so on the reverse of the fabric you sort of see those little loops, and it just gives it a bit of a thicker handle. So it's just a really lovely classic Breton style top, nice wide neckline, which you just sort of fold down to your preference there, and top stitch on a nice easy make there, so it's not a separate neckband or anything. and just sort of fold the fabric over to create the neckline there. So we don't have these the specific colorways of fabric that we included in the kit anymore, but we do have the same fabric but in other colorways and just a bit more brighter colors. So my favorite, which if you watch my videos a lot and you see what I make for myself a lot, you'll know that I absolutely love pink. So no surprises here. My favorite is this lovely light pink with the ginger stripe in it. We also have the reverse of this colorway. So the wide stripe is ginger and the narrow stripe is pink. We've also got a navy and a red one as well, and then a teal and orange one too. So yeah, if you just fancy a bit more of a colourful option in the stripe department of your handmade wardrobe, then these are really good fabrics to go for. They're just lovely and soft and they wash really well as well. Then the next one that I wanted to show you, a couple of cozy options. So if you're starting to think towards more transitional garments for your handmade wardrobe, things that are going to be a little bit more cozy, then the Nina Lee South Bank sweater is a really good option. This was one of the earlier kits that we did, so it was in 2019 in September. And the pattern does come as a dress version, but in the kit it was just the jumper version that we did, and it's got this sort of loose fitting kind of turtleneck option here, so nice and good for keeping the drafts out of the neckline. Got some cuffs on the sleeve as well, which are just in the same fabric, and then it's just hemmed at the bottom. It's just a really nice, lovely sort of relaxed fit casual sweatshirt. So the fabrics that I've pulled out for this one is a range of organic cotton sweatshirting that's got a really lovely fleece back, and it's the splash print, so it comes in quite a few different colorways. I'll show you all of them. This feels absolutely sublime. It is so nice to wear. It is very, very soft on the front of the fabric and on the back as well. And then yeah, it's just got this sort of abstract kind of splodgy, splatty kind of scribble, doodle scribble that's on it. It's really nice, and all of the colorways are just really lovely colorways too, and I think it would just work perfectly in that Nina Lee South Bank. It'd be so lovely and cozy. So yeah, a cozy option there for you if you're starting to think about projects like that. The next one, which could also be cozy depending on what version you make, is the Megan Nielsen Rowan. So it also has an option with the turtleneck too, and this pattern is either a t-shirt or you can make it a bodysuit as well. So if you didn't want any drafts around the middle and you want it to be nice and tucked in, then you could go for the bodysuit version, or of course you just, there's an option just to hem it and have it as a top as well. You can do different sleeve options as well, and there are 3 different necklines in this pattern. So as you can see here, the turtleneck version, and then it's also got a higher crew neck version, and then it's also got a bit more tricky to sew this one in, it's also got a V-neck option as well. So remember, you do get the top tips video, you can still get that, and I show you how to do all of the different neckline options in that. But for the original kit, which was, I can't remember if I said, this was in February 2020 we did it. So we had these 3 colorways, and this is our loop back jersey fabric. It's modal, so it's very soft and silky, but it's got a little bit more weight to it again because it's got that loop back on it. And yeah, it just feels really lovely and soft. This is quite a fitted top, so just bear that in mind, especially if you're using a fabric that's got less stretch than what's recommended on the pattern. You might just want to size up a little bit, or generally if you just want a looser fit, then you know, you can size up a little bit as well, or kind of just take it a bit wider. You know, if you want it looser over your waist and hips. But the fabrics that I picked out for this, obviously we went for just plain colours in the kit just to keep it classic, but we've had a couple of new colourways of this really amazing decoupage print. That's what we've called it, and this is actually a viscose jersey fabric, so it is a bit thinner than the one that we used in the kit, but that's okay. It would still work really nicely. It's very soft, and you can see that it's got a little bit of drape to it as well, and it comes in this lovely new colourway, which is rouge, and then we also have it in the navy colourway as well. The original colourways were ochre and grey, or we might have called it silver. I'll link to that in the blog post anyway, and we do still have some of them in stock too, but yeah, I just think that would be really nice as a bit more of like a statement t-shirt. Then you could wear it with like a plain cardigan or something. But the Rowan's just a really good sort of layering piece. It's a good one to have in the pattern bank of your handmade wardrobe. So yeah, hope that gives you a few ideas there. And then the next one, let me see what we've got. I've got a couple of classic skirt options for you. So the first one I'm going to show you is the Telly in the Buttons nest skirt. This was one of the very early kits that we did. I think it might have actually even been in the second month, which would have been May 2019, that this was in a kit. And it's just your classic fly fronted skirt. It's just a really nice sort of lovely kind of straight simple skirt, but it's got the fly front, and then it's also got yoke detailing at the back and the belt loops. So we did it in a denim, as you can see here, and it's just, you know, it makes a lovely, nice, classic denim skirt. But what I thought would be really nice to make another version of this is to use one of our new cotton jacquard fabrics that are really lovely. And basically in them, they've got a really lovely texture woven in. That's why they're called jacquard. So they all sort of have a bluish kind of tone to them. So nice and neutral. They're going to go with lots of things. But yeah, they've just got a really lovely texture to them. And I think they would be nice probably for like a lighter, bit of a lighter weight version of the skirt than a sort of heavier denim. But yeah, I still think that would work really, really nicely for them. And then the other skirt, which I need to apologise, I couldn't actually find the sample to have it on my reel to show you, but I will pop some pictures up so that you can see what one I mean, is the Closet Core Fjor skirt. So we did this back in July in 2020, and we had two options for this skirt. So we had classic navy and a really lovely bright red colour, it's a bit of a nautical theme going on. And this pattern is really good because it's basically like 3-in-1 that you get. So it has just quite a simple straight A-line shaped variation. It has a button down front version, and it also has a wrap version as well. So it's a really good like skirt pattern to have because it's just got all of those different style options in it. So the fabric that we have got a really lovely range in now that I think would be good for that skirt is our ramie fabric. So again, if you've watched my videos before, you might have seen me talk about this and show this fabric before. It's very similar to linen, but I would say it's probably a bit more textured than linen. And it comes in a really lovely variety of colours. We might not have all of them exactly in stock, depends when you're watching the video, but we do have more on order, and it is a fabric that we are going to be carrying more into the sort of start of the autumn time. So yeah, it's just a really lovely, nice textured fabric. It's very versatile, and I think it would look lovely in a skirt. It's got a good weight to it, so you don't need to worry about lining it or anything like that. It's just really nice and pretty easy to work with as well. It doesn't excessively fray. It's going to press nicely. It's just going to sit really nicely in that sort of shape of skirt. So loads of really nice colour options in that ramie fabric if you fancy making a nice skirt that's going to go with lots of different things. And then the last two patterns that I wanted to talk to you about were shirt patterns for making a lovely, nice, crisp shirt. So I've got two options that have been in past kits. I absolutely love both of these. I have made them so many times. So this is the sample for the Grain Line Archer shirt. This was a kit, I think it was in March 2020. And we had two options for this one. So this is the Telly Brunette Viscose twill in the twig print, the blush twig print, and I have literally worn this shirt so many times. I had to pull it out of my own wardrobe. It doesn't live in the reel in the shop, this one, because I wear it a lot. And yeah, it's just a really lovely classic shirt pattern. It's got the stand collar, the patch pockets, a sewn on button band, the cuffs and the plackets and the sleeves, really nice yoke detail at the back with a little pleat as well. And yeah, it's just a really lovely, nice fit that just works well in so many different types of fabric. So yeah, it was this viscose twill, and then the other option was a medal bamboo fabric as well, which is similar characteristics, like nice and sort of floaty and lightweight. And then the other shirt pattern is the Closet Core Cali, which I absolutely love too. I've made so many versions of this. This does come with a dress version too and a tunic length, but this is the cropped version. That's definitely the version I've made the most, but I usually lengthen it by about 5 centimetres because it is quite cropped out the packet. But it's got the stand collar as well. You've got a few different placket options with this one. So you can do a hidden placket, or you can just do a regular button band, or you can do one that sort of comes part way down as well. little cap sleeves that are just grown on, so no separate sleeves to do there, although you can buy a sleeve expansion pack from the Closet Core website if you did want the longer sleeves. Little patch pockets, and then probably the detail that I like the most is the hem. So it's a split hem, higher at the front, lower at the back, and it's got this really lovely deep facing on it, which just makes the blouse hang beautifully. And so many different types of fabric. This is a cotton lawn, it's in a Telly brunette one, and the fabrics that I wanted to suggest to you for these lovely shirt patterns now are a range of beautiful Liberty cotton Tanalons, and we've got some new prints in for autumn winter 21. We've also got the Olympics collection in as well, some fun prints from that too, and just some of the old classic Liberty prints as well that are maybe sort of more recognisable as those classic Liberty prints. But I've brought over a couple of the Olympics ones to show you, and this one in particular is on my list to actually make an Archer shirt from. So this one is the Winning Rings print, and I just love the colours in it. I think it's really nice, and it's got these little people in it as well, sort of doing various different activities and kind of jumping and diving around, but I just think it's really lovely. And then that's another one as well that's got lots of people doing different types of sports and things. But yeah, we've got quite a few different prints from that collection, and then as I said, we've got the new autumn winter collection as well, and they would all just look so lovely in those shirt patterns. Really easy to work with as well. They're going to press nicely, they're going to sit nice and sort of crisp into those classic shirt details, so really good options if you want to make yourself a nice sort of fancy statement shirt. So I hope you found all of those inspiring, those fabric and pattern suggestions. If anybody's got any questions, then please feel free to leave one in the comments below and I can try to get back to you. If you want a quick answer on anything, it's always better to email the shop. So that's info@guthrie-ghani.co.uk, because that's monitored 6 days a week, 9 to 5:30. So it just means it's sort of easier to keep on top of inquiries if you've got something specific that you need to know the answer to. As I said, remember all of the links will be in the description so that you can find all of these fabrics and patterns and more information about everything that I've been talking about. But thanks so much for watching. Remember, if you haven't subscribed already to my channel, then hit subscribe so you don't miss out on my next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!